Hello, welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot channel. This is going to be for your daily reading of Thursday, September 19th. So let's get into it. If you remember from the weekly reading, we picked our 3 piles, and so we're going to go through those piles. If you did not get a chance to see the weekly reading, that link to that weekly reading, which we started off is in the description box, as well as all the previous days' daily reads. If you want to check it out, you're certainly welcome to. You may choose to follow the same pile throughout the week, or if it is your guidance or intuition to pick a different pile every day, that's totally up to you, okay? So tap in, see what feels like it might be calling to you, and let's get into it. So pile 1 is going to be my Hope Stone and the Octopus. Pile 2 is Happiness Stone and the Golden Egg. And then pile 3 is the Strength Stone and the Swan. All right. So that's what we have. Timestamps are in the description. I'll see you in there. Hey, pile 1, welcome to your Thursday, September 19th reading. Let's get into it. So we're looking at what's above the surface, what may be hidden from you, and then some guidance, if you will, to maneuver through your day to have the most abundant joy day possible. All right, so you've got. Okay, so this is letting me know that some of you on this day, that the guidance here is for you to just persevere, but you may be feeling like you're carrying a heavy load, okay? Or that you've been carrying a load for a long time, or just sort of feeling like you're the only one who's carrying it, okay? So whether that be at work or home or family, you may be in a position where you're feeling like you have been carrying a lot of the burden. But the thing about this card is, there are all these things that you're carrying, but there is growth. New growth on all of these things. So even though you may not be seeing it, because she's not even looking at the growth on the one that she's holding, not to mention the ones that are behind her, you might not be seeing the growth, but this card is really saying just persevere, because things are going to improve, things are going to move forward. Now, what may be hidden from you that you're not realizing or seeing at this time, okay, is that there's support for you within your community, okay? So even though you feel like you're carrying the load kind of on your own, part of it is like on you to kind of go out and reach out to others and say, hey, can you help me do this? Look for ways that you can collaborate with others, right? So that everybody is carrying the load equally. And then you're going to see greater success. You may also be able to tap into a mentor of some kind or a guide that can give you additional direction that can make the load a little bit easier for you. Now, in terms of your overall guidance, you've got battle, look at that, from the Crow Oracle, and curiosity. Okay, interesting. So a couple of things is that one thing about crows is that they are very territorial, right? And so if somebody comes into a crow's territory, there's going to be a fight that happens, right? So you may need to be mindful in this day that somebody may kind of cross over the line into your space, if you will, and being mindful about how you go about maneuvering that. Because the other thing about this card that really stands out is that all the other crows are back there and they're just watching to see what happens with the outcome of the battle, but they're not actually jumping in to help, okay? So there may not be a lot of support in regards to ideas that you're trying to uphold on this Thursday, so you need to be mindful about how you're moving about it. Now, the other guidance here is to have a state of curiosity, and this card really calls for you stepping away so much from responding emotionally, and responding more with like a researcher's mindset, okay? So what does the researcher, how do they look at something when they're looking at something fresh and anew, right? With this curiosity mindset. It's time to open new doors, look behind the curtains of things, and new things will unfold for you on this Thursday, all right? So keep a curious mindset. Be mindful of people going into your space, and also you stepping into other people's space, okay? Because in that type of situation, there may be a lot of onlookers, but not a lot of support, all right? And reach out to your community to get support. Actually reach out and say, like, I need help with this project. I need help with this load. And it's there for you. So that's what I see for you all today. I hope that you have a joyfully abundant day. Thanks so much for tapping in. Hit that thumbs up if this is working for you. I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment or anything like that. But most importantly, have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your daily reading for Thursday, September 19th. So glad to have you back here on the channel, and let's get into it. So we're going to look at what's going on at the top, what you're aware of, what may be hidden from you, and then some guidance. So you've got the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups, this is really speaking to on this Thursday. You may be needing to walk away from some things, people, places, ideas that are no longer working for you. And so, in a single day when this card comes up, it just may be that you decide to take a different route, with your day, with your agenda, with your schedule. You decide not to engage, in a meeting that you typically go to, or not to deal with an individual that you typically go to, because it's just not serving you. It's not bringing your best good. And so allow yourself to listen to the guidance of your intuition to know where it is that you need to put your energy and focus on this Thursday, and walk away from those things that are depleting you. Now, what may be going on under the surface for you, right, is this need for balance. This beautiful Temperance card is really balancing both the physical plane and the watery plane, or better said, the thinking plane and the emotional plane, making sure that you're finding a place of balance within those two things for yourself. And your desire or need to do that is going to cause you to, in some cases, make a determination to walk away from some things. And that's perfectly fine, beloved, on this beautiful Thursday, to make those choices for yourself. Now, the guidance that we have, look at that. It's beautiful. So in this particular strength card from the Crow Oracle, you see that this crow, he looks so sweet, actually. This crow is standing against this hawk, right? Just standing firm in his own strength, even amongst fear. So there may be something that you've been wanting to leave behind or not move forward with, or an individual you've been wanting to keep some distance from, and you have maybe been caught up with fear. But what the divine is saying is that you have the strength, the fortitude, the courage, and the ability to stand firm for what it is that you most want for yourself, for your heart's desire, for what you believe in, okay? So stand firm in your strength and do what you need to do on this day to make sure that you are activating the temperance, the balance, the harmony that you are seeking in your life, all right? And then the other piece of guidance, sacred space. I love this for you. And this is a 4-3, which adds up to a 7. And in the sacred space, it really talks about what is your sacred space. For some of us, we actually have a space within our homes, in which is kind of like our sacred space. Some people, a sacred space might be a church. It might simply be somewhere outside. It might be, walking by the lake. It could be a park. It could be anywhere, any place that nurtures you, lifts you up, fills your spirit, right? And this card is asking you to spend some time in that sacred space. If you're the type of person who's like, I don't have a sacred space, then I would invite you to create a sacred space. Find a sacred space, whether it be somewhere outdoors or somewhere in your home, in which you can go and be still and quiet and listen and feel rejuvenated in whatever way. That is what they are asking for you to do. So stand in your strength. Look for your sacred space, rejuvenate, and walk away from whatever is disturbing you or not serving you on this beautiful Thursday, all right? Thanks so much for tuning in to the Abundant Joy Tarot. I hope you have a beautifully, joyfully abundant day. Click that thumbs up for me if these are working for you. Share the video, comment, and I'll see you next time, all right? Bye. Hey, Pile 3. Welcome to your Thursday, September 19th daily read. Let's get into it. I want to remind you that the stone that you have here is the Strength card, and you've got this beautiful swan of like creative power, grace, all right? So I hope that this week you've been really tapping into your creative power. Let's see what you got going on today. So we're going to look at what's on the surface, what may be hidden from you, and then some guidance. And so you've got on the surface, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. And the first thing that comes to mind right here is slow and steady wins the race. On this Thursday, it's just about you continuing to move forward on your journey. Just get in there, do your grind, enjoy yourself. Sometimes we devalue those kind of simple days where we're literally just being about our business, right? Be about your business today. Do what you need to do. Keep moving forward. Do it with a smile on your face and enjoy your day. All right. And you've got what you may not be aware of. Five of Pentacles. Watch your mindset, all right? Watch your mindset. Make sure you're not getting caught up in any ideas about lack or that, something's not going to come through for you. Remember that your mind, you're a bit of an alchemist, because we all are, and particularly with this Swan energy this week, okay? And so as an alchemist, that means that you are a creator. You can make things happen, and your thoughts are a big part of how that can show up for you, okay? So it's really important that you mind your mind, okay? Mind your mind. Make sure that you don't have those sneaky thoughts that sneak in and say, I don't have enough money for this. I can't do this. I'm not capable of doing this. Da, 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 da. Slow and steady wins the race. All right. The other thing about this card is they're outside kind of in the cold, feeling like helpless, feeling like a sense of lack, when literally right behind them is this beautiful building with warmth that could welcome them in if they just looked up for what's possible for them. So I think the other message for you of what's going on underneath the surface is that there are warm spaces for you in your life that you may not be tapping into. So lift your head up, all right? Look to see where they are and reach out for them. Your guidance, we're using the Crow Oracle today. So you've got protection and exposed. Okay, so this is really interesting because exposed is the type of card where you may find yourself in a situation where you are more in the spotlight, right? So it may be that somebody discovers something about what you've been doing in your work or in home and family, and they it gets illuminated, right? This doesn't necessarily have to be like exposed in the sense of like the expose, like you've done something terrible. It could simply be that somebody sees you for the first time in a new way. You could be doing amazing, wonderful things. Okay. So this is not necessarily a negative thing, but the other thing about this is that this crow is kind of on his own. It's like a little fledgling. And so he's exposed to this predator, if you will, and the other crows are out and about. So there's a need for you to kind of be on your swivel, which I've been saying lately, but just make sure that you're aware of what's going on around you, so that you don't find yourself like out exposed in a way where you're not protected, right? But the good news is you literally have protection here. And so it's like the divine is coming and saying, they're watching over you like their newborn egg, okay? That there is a covering over you, and there's such beautiful light around this energy. Like there is a divine covering over you in this day. So don't you worry about being exposed in any way. You just be about your business and do your work today, and do for whatever that is, whether that's for someone else or for yourself, or hopefully, but to just be able to proceed in your world. All right. Step by step, turn your lack consciousness around, be in a place of joy, abundant joy, if you will, and enjoy your day. Thanks so much for dropping by. Please click that thumbs up if you like what you're hearing. I would really appreciate it. Drop me a comment or whatever you choose, and I'll see you next time. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.